Yeah, I know why you here. Uh-huh. You want this look, or you want to perform this look. But no worries, I got you. Girl, we're going to jump straight into it. So as always, we start with a solid foundation. Small to medium braids going straight back with a perimeter braid. After we have our foundation, we're going to apply our nude HD cap. Once we have that cap on above her ears, we're going to cut out her ears and spray her hairline with Gots to Be spray. We're going to blow dry the Gots to Be spray and make sure it's completely dry before this next step. Once the nude cap is completely dry, we're going to apply a black wig cap. Then we're going to go in with our Bond Protective Shield, and we're going to apply that all over the black cap only. And do not cross over the band of the cap because we're going to cut that later. Once that's done, we're going to sit her under the dryer for about 20 minutes. Now it's time to cut off all the excess caps. So first we're going to start with the nude cap. We're going to cut as close to her hairline as possible. Then we're going to cut the band off of the black cap. Because of the elastic in the band, that it's best to just cut this off because it might give the client a headache. Then we're going to take our frontal and hot comb the hairs away from the actual front of the lace. We're just smoothing the hairs away so we can see the hairline properly. Then we're going to take our Erica J Skin Guard to cleanse the front of her hairline. Then we're going to apply the makeup to her cap and also to her frontal. Once you're done with that, go ahead and position the frontal so you get ready for the install. Once you have the perfect position, flip the frontal back and then start applying the adhesive. I'm using Bold Hold Active. I'm applying 3 layers of glue. The first layer I'm smoothing the cap down with it, and then the other 2 layers I am just smoothing the adhesive over that first layer. So just like butter, I'm laying it like butter. Once the adhesive is almost clear, I start to lay down the frontal. So I align the frontal from ear to ear, making sure I got the perfect position. And then I lay right side, left side, or left side, right side, with whichever you're most comfortable with. And I also have the client or model hold. Once the frontal is in position over top of the adhesive, I take my blow dryer and my red tail comb and just spray it in. My blow dryer temperature is on cool. Putting the temperature on cool allows for the adhesive to actually dry instead of like melting and getting gooey. Now it's time to customize. I like to do each frontal the same way their hairline is. So my girl didn't want no widow's peak. She didn't want the straight line across. She wanted her hairline. So I literally pulled hair out of this frontal. Now I'm going in with the tweezer to make it look more natural. I'm just plucking for my dear life. And she wants dramatic baby hairs because she just loves them so much. So I'm just making sure I'm plucking it good enough and making sure I don't have any bald spots in between too. Because when you pull that hair forward, you can easily have bald spots in between. So be careful and take your time. Now it's time to cut the excess lace. I'm going in a zigzag motion along her hairline. Getting as close as possible. Really, the trick to all of this is just to mimic their hairline. And if they don't have a hairline, because that happens, you just have to make it up in your head, honestly. Now I'm applying glue on the back of my hand, and then I am dabbing into those little areas with the tail of my red tail comb. I'm just spreading the glue. The goal is to do 3 layers on this section as well, and then smooth it in with the teeth. This really is time consuming. Guys, I sped this video up by 4 times, probably 5 in some parts. So take your time, do not rush it. Then I apply some hairspray, slick those edges back, and now it's time to wrap her edges. Yes, it looks beautiful. It looks so natural because she has a full hairline. When I tell y'all I like to mimic her hairline, I really like to mimic her hairline. So slick the edges back and then boom. When I'm sewing down the frontal, I know I said quick weave, but pick up the needle and thread, y'all. I'm sewing the frontal from the middle to the right and then the middle to the left. Or you could do the middle to the left and then the middle to the right. It's totally up to you, but I found that sewing the frontal on this way makes it a lot easier and flatter. Now it's time to apply the tracks. I'm applying the tracks in a U position. I'm going to keep going up her head. Pro tip. For the bottom wefts, apply them close together so you can have a lot of density at the base of her hair. Because we love density, we love volume. Try to double up the first couple of bundles that you apply at the bottom. And hello, look at this. Look at the fullness. You see what I mean? This is a frontal in 2.5 bundles. From the Rockstar Xperience, of course. Then I'm going in with my favorite serum, Biosilk. Y'all heard about it, y'all know about it. Use it, I love it. I'm applying it throughout the hair and then brushing it through to make sure it's evenly distributed. And then I'm going in with my blow dryer to silken out the hair some to make it easy when I'm curling and styling. Now that her hair is blow dried out, I'm going to section out where she would like her baby hairs. And when I tell you this girl likes drama, this girl likes drama. So don't be shy if you the same way. Then cut the baby hairs to your desired length. I like to do about 1 inch. And then I'm curling it with my pencil curlers. Because we're doing soft baby hairs, I'm going to go in with my Nairobi foam. And I'm going to apply it on the hairs only. Do not press it on the lace or that lace will lift. Just apply it on the hairs only. Then I'm going to swoop and do my magic. Just swoop. Think about big C's and S's. C's and S's. Now look, magic. It is so cute. Yes, but it's not going to stay plastered down like that. But after you do the other side, wrap her edges and then get the styling. Allow that to dry. I'm taking my hot comb to flatten it. Although we're doing a toss over look, we're not doing a defined part. I still like to hot comb it in a direction in which her curls will be flowing. After we get her positioning for her style, then I'm going to go in and do some light layers. And I'm using my razor comb for this because I don't want my layers to look choppy. I just want them to look nice and flawless and seamless, like soft. We think it's soft. Now it's time to curl. I'm using Tresemme as a holding spray, and then I'm using my T3 curling iron. I believe this is the 1.5 inch, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll leave the link down below. And I'm doing diagonal sectioning for her curls, like medium-sized diagonal sectioning. If you guys would like a curling tutorial only, let me know. I can do some styling tutorials. Just leave a comment, subscribe, like, comment on the poll, whatever. Tell me what you guys want. But now it's time for the magic. We done took that edge wrap off. Well, I had used a wrapping strip. We now cut that wrapping strip off. And now we're going to comb out those edges that we created with the foam. This will leave them nice and fluffy. Now you see it look nice and soft. It flows, it moves. It's not plastered to her face. And voila! I'm finger combing these curls and baby, we are done. This eats. Do you love it? Like what? Get into it, Nala. Work. Yes, and by the way, she is the MUA, the Chanel brand. Follow her as well, guys. And leave a comment, like, subscribe if you love this look. Yes, she better work it. I'm done here. Bye. Thanks for watching.